So just keep an eye on that while we are doing the workout. And feel free to turn your videos on if you'd like, but no pressure whatsoever. We know most of you like to work out without your cameras. That's definitely okay as well. So now we're gonna go. Now we're gonna go into our body weighted squats. We're just gonna rock 10 squats, knees in line with our toes, getting full depth, hitting parallel with the ground. And we're just rocking that for 10 reps. Once again, as we promised, we said we switch up the workout for April, and do we have a treat for you guys today? The very last superset is going to be a good one, I promise, so keep your eyes out for that. But now we're going to go into 10 reverse lunges per side. So once again, back nice and straight, both knees hitting a 90-degree angle and making sure we aren't touching that back knee on the ground. Keep it nice and tight and under control. 10 reps per side. Just want to give everyone a heads up. Trell's running on 3 hours of sleep. So keep her accountable. Even though she only has 3 hours of sleep, she still got to work, all right? So keep your eyes on her. We'll make sure that she's working.
You guys are going to keep me motivated.
All right, shake that off, and now we're gonna go into our good mornings. So knees slightly bent, feet shoulder width apart, back nice and straight, and we're just gonna be bending over and going back up. You should feel a stretch in your hamstrings, and if you do not feel that stretch, try and stick your butt out a little bit more throughout the movement, and then you'll feel that stretch for sure. Take your time on these, and we're going for 10 reps.
Had another dream about you. These days, only thing I do. We've been standing in the same room. People talking, but I don't want to. So
I'll give everyone a little heads up. The way the workout's going to run today is we're going to start it off nice and slow, take it easy, and then ramp it up every single superset. So get ready for that. All right, now we're going to be going into our push-ups. Whether you are doing a kneeling push-up or you are doing a push-up on your feet, does not matter. We're just going for 10 reps. So feet shoulder width apart, chest touching the ground, and if you can't do that, just make it a little bit higher. All right. Now, last but not least, we got to warm up our upper back. So we're going to do our bent over, Y's, and T's. So just like our good morning, back nice and straight, knees slightly bent, feet shoulder width. And we're just going to be rocking those arms over the front of our head and then to the side like a Y and a T. If you want to squeeze at the top of this movement just a little bit, just so you activate your shoulders and upper back just a little bit more. We're going for 10 reps per Y and per T.
Started two strangers on the back of a bus. Had a good time, had a heck of a rush. Sometimes a memory is never enough. It's never enough. It's never enough. No, I started two strangers on the back of the bus. Had a good time, had a heck of a rush. Sometimes a memory is never enough. It's never enough. It's never enough. No, dance with me. Play that song, I did me 1, 2, 3. Come in close and give me your body.
All right, feel free to shake it off. We have completed the warm-up for today's workout. Now we're going to actually hop into the workout itself. So get yourself nice and ready. Wow, I cannot speak. So the very first exercise we'll be doing for our first superset is a Romanian deadlift, followed by bent over row. So like I said, you will need some sort of weight handy for these two movements. So get creative, use whatever you got around the house, bottle detergent, actual weights will make it work. So for the Romanian deadlift, we're gonna have our feet about shoulder width apart, like so, fantastic. Toes pointing forwards, knees in line with our toes, and we're gonna be going down like so, pretty much like our good morning, very similar, but the weight is in front of us. and we're going to explode on the way up. So the tempo for this is a tempo focused exercise. We're going to be going 3 seconds on the way down and then exploding on the way up. So make sure you go for nice slow 3 seconds while keeping that back nice and flat. You should feel a big stretch in your hamstrings while you're doing this. Do not fret, that is the goal of the movement. And once again, if you find it a little bit challenging, feel free to just drop the weight and rock that body weight. So once again, we're going for 8 reps and we're going for a 3-second descent. Then followed by the Romanian deadlifts, we'll be doing our bent over rows. So we're gonna have either 2 weights in both hands or rocking 2 hands on 1 weight, as Trella's doing right now. And we're just gonna be in that bent over position, knees slightly bent, back straight. And we're gonna be rowing to our chest and then dropping it for 3 seconds. So very similar to the Romanian deadlift, 3-second descent. And we're going for 8 reps. For this exercise, once again, increase the weight or decrease the weight throughout. Just listen to your body and you will know exactly whether to increase or decrease the weight. So just a quick recap, we're just doing 2 exercises for our first superset. Romanian deadlift with a 3-second descent, and then we explode on the way up, and then we're doing our bent over rows for 8 reps, and we're doing it 3 seconds on the way down, and then we're exploding our way up as well. We're going for 4 full rounds with a 45-second rest in between every superset. So we're doing the Romanian deadlifts, and right after those, we're going to the bent over rows. So feel free to go at your own pace or just follow Trella's pace. Definitely up to you. It's easier to follow Trella just because the timing will be on point. But without further ado, seems like we have no questions. I guess we'll get started real soon. So grab your weights, get set. We're going to get going in about 10 seconds.
Let's go.
Once again, grab some water. Stay hydrated. All right, let's get going in 3, 2, 1. So we're rocking these RDLs, taking it nice and slow on the way down while keeping our back nice and flat. Knees slightly bent. We're going for 8 reps. If you feel a little bit too much strain on your back, that may be because it's not straight enough or the weight is a little too heavy, so just be mindful of that. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. Great stuff, everyone. Keep it up. Once again, keeping that back nice and flat, feeling a big stretch in our hamstrings. Now we're moving over to our bent over rows. So essentially, we're staying in that bottom portion of the Romanian deadlift. We're going up to our chest, squeezing, and taking our time on the way down with a 3-second count. Trella, what's your jam? Let's go. I'll turn it up for you. Ooh, girl, you're shining like a Fifth Avenue diamond, and they don't make you like they used to. You're never going out of style. Ooh, Katie, baby, this world might have gone crazy. The way you're saying me, who could blame me when I just want to make. There you have it. So now we got 45 seconds of rest. As you can tell, there is no set work time. We're just going for reps. So the rest time will start when you finish, but we're going to go off Trella. So if you finish a little earlier, it's because Trella's still working. So you'll have a little bit of a longer rest. So we're going for 4 rounds. If you feel like it's a little bit on the easier side, feel free to increase the reps as well. And if it's a little bit challenging, you can drop them by 2. I would recommend sticking to anything higher than 6. So don't drop it too much. We're gonna get going in about 15 seconds, so slowly make your way over to your weights. Sorry?
Hamstrings.
Jeez, hey, that's what 3 hours of sleep does to you, eh? First set in, let's go. All right, we're gonna get going in 5 seconds, so grab your weights, let's get set. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So Romanian deadlifts, taking our time on the way down, sticking that butt out on the way down as well. 3-second descent. Back nice and straight.
Baby, that's so classic. Your class and baby, you're sick. I never met a girl like you ever till we met. A star in the 40s and a forward in the 50s. Got me tripping out like 60s. Hippies, queen of the disco tech. A 70s dream and an 80s best. Hypo, Beyonce, murder, massive.
One tip I can give y'all while you're doing this exercise is stop once you feel that loss of tension in your hamstrings. So if you're going so low where you lose that tension, you're going a little bit too low. So stop right where you feel that tension about to lose. Alrighty, now we're moving into our bent over rows. Once again, we're grabbing our bottles of detergent. We're going into that bent over position, squeezing at the top and taking a 3-second descend. Try and count that descend out loud, so then you actually won't be cheating the descend, because a lot of times we like to go a little bit faster than we think.
I hear a lot about sinners. Don't think that I'll be a saint, but I might go.
Great stuff, everyone. Keep it up. We got a couple more reps to go.
There's a way that the sky opens up when we touch it. It's making me say.
All right, since Trella is done, we are starting the clock for our rest. 45 seconds. Feel free to water up. We are halfway through the very first superset. Give yourself a little bit of pat on the back, but I think you should save it for the very end of the workout, because that's when you'll really want to pat yourself on the back.
This is just a warm up. This is just a warm up.
This is, like I said, we're gonna start nice and easy and just go. We're just gonna not crank it up a notch every single superset. So it'll be a good time, that's for sure. I'll enjoy watching you.
Watching us sweat.
The way that we love in the night gave me life, baby. I can't explain it. The way you hold me.
Sorry?
The sun, it's great because it's starting to get warmer in this room. The sun's shining in. Oh, and I sweat more.
All right, let's get set. We're gonna get going in about 5 seconds, so grab your weights. In 3, 2, 1. So once again, nice 3-second descend, focusing on that eccentric contraction. 8 reps.
The first step pleases the Father. Might be the hardest to take. When you come out of the water.
Great stuff, everyone. Feel that big stretch in the hamstrings while keeping that back nice and straight.
Short with a temper, like Joe Pesci. They always come and sing your praises. Your name is catchy, but they don't see you how I see you.
All right, now we're moving into our bent over rows. We're going for 8 reps once again. Exact same cues, so keeping that back nice and straight. I'm pretty much going to be a broken record this entire workout.
Grown, I'm my father's child. I know when the son takes the first step, the father's proud. If you make it to the water, he a part.
If you want to feel the exercise, want to feel that squeezing your back a little bit more, feel free to loosen up your grip just a tad. Maybe instead of gripping it with your hand, with your thumb over your knuckles, try and do like put your fingers outside, and then that'll allow you to contract your back a little bit better. It's another little pro tip.
Oh God, can we have another second? Oh God, run into the altar like a track star. Can we have another second? Oh God, run into the altar like a track star.
All right, great stuff. Hey?
I've learned not to use my thumbs.
Yeah, toss your thumbs to the side and you should feel a lot more in your back. Because a lot of times when you really grip that weight, you activate a lot more biceps than you do back. So that forces you to activate a little bit more back. Just a little tip. We got about 30 seconds left of rest and we're going for our very last round of this superset. You're probably thinking, wow, this isn't that bad. It'll get tougher. Don't even worry. This is Trella's workout. She created it, so she knows exactly how you guys are gonna feel.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna get going in about 10 seconds, so grab your weights. Let's finish off nice and strong. All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
But it lame. He got friends on, got a couple spots, and they are on. Bought a penthouse, cause I'm never home. Threw my heart out the window, feelings gone. Threw my heart out the window. I'ma slide anytime you want. Put you in Chanel, I'ma teach you how to stand. Slip and slide like a waterfall. You need some TLC, we can creep if you want. Hey, turn your phone off, take your clothes off. I'm a savage, but I took it to a slow song.
Great stuff, everyone. Keep it up. We got a couple more reps to go. We might start feeling it just a little bit now, but let's really focus on that tempo and still stick with that 3 seconds on the way down. Just a little. All right, let's do those bent over rows. Try not to use that thumb and really drive through your elbows. 3 seconds on the way down. Great stuff, everyone. Let's go for 8 reps.
Yeah, said she wanna to some sizzle weight. Cause I used to date since back in 08. If you cool with it, baby, she can still play. While I jump inside that box and have a field day. I'm a slow stroke king, hit me anytime. And my goal is to get you to the finish line. I seen good movies and bad plenty times.
We got a couple more to go. Let's go.
I'ma slide anytime you want. Put you in Chanel, I'ma teach you how to stand. Slip and slide like a waterfall. You need some TLC, we can creep if you want.
There we go. Fantastic work, everyone. The very first superset of today's workout is in the books. Now we will be going on to the second superset of today's workout. So feel free to grab some water, just shake off your body, get loose, but not too loose. So while you guys get set, just shake it off. Trella and I will explain the next portion of the workout. So this is, once again, an all-encompassing workout. We're going to do a little bit of everything, but we're going to start off with some lower body because who doesn't love some lower body? We're going to start off with RFE, so that stands for rear foot elevated split squats. So you will need a couch, a stool, or some sort of chair to put your back foot on. If you do not have, Charles getting creative. She's going on a little camping trip for the workout today. So for the RFEs, we're gonna be in a split squat position like so, with a weight in our hand. If not, that's definitely all right. We can just hold our hands up in front of our chest, and we're gonna be going into our split squat position like so. If you have a high enough chair, you'll probably be able to get a 90-degree angle with your knee. As you can see, Trella is doing that. And if you do not have a chair handy, you can just do it. Oh, there we go.
Camping.
Yeah, for real. It's like a camping trip. What else you got? A tent back there? So as you can see,
See if I can find one. I got scuba equipment.
So we're going to be in that RFP position. So as you can see, if you're on a little bit of a lower surface, it's all right. No big deal. You just have a little bit of a shorter range of motion. And if you do not have a couch, a stool, or whatnot, you're just going to go into a split squat position like so and just drop your back knee and drive through that front leg. So this will be a quad dominant exercise. Really push through that front leg to get yourself on the way up. Once again, you can pick to do this with weights or without weights. So we're going to do 45 seconds of work on the left side, followed by 45 seconds of work on the right side. That will be split up by a 15-second rest. Then once we're done the left, once we're done the right, we're going into our beloved mountain climbers. So whether you do go at a fast pace or a slow pace, it is up to you. So that's the fast version, and this will be the slow version. Just going one by one, taking our time. We are working for 45 seconds. So let's try and work for all 45 seconds. Whether that means going a little bit slower, that's all right. We just want to be moving for the full time. followed by the mountain climbers. We have a 15-second break once again, and then we'll rock in some upright rows. So we'll grab whatever weight we have handy, and we're going to be upright rowing just up until our upper chest, and then bringing it back down. So we're going for 45 seconds of work, just like so. Fantastic. And you can adjust the weight accordingly, whether the exercise is a little bit easier or a little bit harder, just up or drop the weight. So a quick little recap. We got our rear foot elevated split squats or our regular split squats, 45 seconds on the right side, 45 seconds on the left side. Then we have our mountain climbers and then our upright rows. We are going for 2 rounds, but it will be a fun 2 rounds, that's for sure.
It'll burn. Quads will burn.
Sure. That's for sure. So let's grab all our equipment that we need for the workout and we're going to get started. Once again, I will be providing cues throughout the workout. So I'll give you guys a little bit of tips and tricks. All right. Let's get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're in that split squat position. Back foot is up and we're dropping down to a 90-degree angle with our front foot. If you want to feel it in your quads a little bit more, you can go a little bit more narrow stance. But if you want to really feel it in your glutes, lean a tad forward and get into a deeper stance. You'll feel it a lot more in your glutes. And make sure you keep your back nice and straight. You got 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we got 15 seconds of rest. Not much of a rest, more like a transition. And then we are going into the other side.
Well, definitely feel it already.
All right, we're going to get going in 3, 2, 1. So when we're doing exercise like this, try and match each side. So if you do like 10 reps on one side, try and get 10 reps on the other just to keep everything nice and balanced. Once again, we're really driving through that front leg.
Maybe low key,
15 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we got a 15-second transition into our mountain climbers. Once again, 45 seconds of work on mountain climbers is no joke. So let's just try and work for all 45. Doesn't need to be speedy. Let's get going in 3, 2, 1. Trying to keep our core nice and engaged while keeping that back nice and straight. If you wanna speed it up near the halfway mark, I will let you know when we're at 30 seconds and when we're at 10 seconds. We're at 30 seconds into the set. 10 seconds to go. Oh, Trella understood that was a cue. 3, 2, 1. 15 seconds. Now we're going into our upright rows. So grab whatever weight you got handy. And we're just rowing vertically. This is a vertical row. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. So as you can tell, Charles got somewhat of a loose grip. No need to really grip it too tight. And we're just rowing all the way up. Try and keep the weight as close to your body as possible. Just say what you feel to say. Show you what I really mean. Yeah. 'Cause even when you're afraid, I could be a remedy. 15 seconds to go. 'Cause girl, you got magic, darling. I'm so for real, this is not 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was on the beat. All right, now we have 1 full minute of rest, so grab some water, do what you gotta do, and we're gonna go into round 2 in about 50 seconds. Once again,
I don't know about everybody else, but
sorry?
I don't know about everybody else, but after mountain climbers, my shoulders are pretty sore after. Whew.
Yeah, followed by the upright rows. Definitely a nice combo. So while we're all just chilling, I will just rephrase what I said earlier. For the RFEs, the very first movement we are doing, if you'd like to feel a little bit more in your glutes, lean your upper body, just tilt it slightly forwards and get into a deeper stance. You should feel it a lot more in your glutes. And if you want to make it more of a quad dominant exercise, just be a little bit more upright with a narrower stance. So just pick your poison, do whatever you'd like. We're going to get going in about 15 seconds. All right, 10 seconds. Let's get set, everyone. This is our second round. So the superset only consists of 2 rounds. This is our last round of this superset. We're going to get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1. All right, let's get going, everyone.
Thursday, problem with that.
Great stuff, everyone. Keep it up. Try and keep the same tempo throughout the entire movement. If you really want to feel that burn, take your time on the way down of every movement. I'll promise that'll make it harder. We're 30 seconds into the 45 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 15 seconds of transition time to switch legs. So this is a little bit of a rest. The other ones are more just transition. All right, let's get going in 3, 2, 1. Once again, if one side's a little bit weaker than the other, just try and match the amount of reps you did for the other side. That's just a nice way to keep yourself motivated. Ten seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're hopping into the mountain climbers. We got 10 seconds, so don't take too much time on these transitions. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's try and work for all 45 seconds. We got 15 seconds to go. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great stuff, everyone. The mountain climbers are out of the way, and now we're going into our upright rows for 45 seconds. We're gonna get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's finish nice and strong. We got 30 seconds to go. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fantastic work, everyone. The second superset is complete. Feel free to grab some water, shake it off. Trella and I will be explaining the next workout shortly.
Put my camping gear away.
There you go. So for the very last superset number 3, we will be doing 2 rounds. You're going to hate me because you'd wish you'd only do 1. So this is a full body weight circuit, so no need for any equipment. We'll just use in our body. So the very first exercise we're going to be doing are our squat pulses. So we're going to be in that squat position, feet about shoulder width apart. We're going to be pulsing at the bottom half of that squat for 3 repetitions, followed by 1 full rep. So we're going for 3 hovers, fully extend on the floor. And we're going to be that for 60 seconds. So just try and work, pace yourself, try and work for all 60 seconds, try not to break, but if you do, try and break as few times as possible. So we're working for 60 seconds. Right after that, we're going into our standard plank. Whether that is a high or a low plank, it is up to you. So a high plank looks like this when you're on your hands, feet wider than shoulder width, and we're just holding that for 60 seconds. A low plank is when you go on your elbows like so. Once again, back nice and flat, feet wider than shoulder width, and we're holding that for 30 seconds. If you find these a little bit challenging to hold for a full minute, you can do an incline plank. So just hop on your couch or whatnot, put your hands on top of your couch or your cooler, bring out the camping gear, and then this will modify the exercise. This will modify the exercise just a tad so you can last for all 60 seconds. But exact same cues, keeping that back nice and straight. And then last but not least, we're going to be doing our high knee marches. Ooh, okay, so essentially,
You forgot our hip bridge.
oh, my bad, the hip bridge. Oh, very true.
You got to get that one in. That one's almost like a rest.
Sorry about that. So now we're going to go into our hip bridges. So we're going to have our knees just underneath us like so, and we're just going to be going up and down for our hip bridges. So we're going to be extending and then going all the way down and then extending once again. You should be trying to squeeze your glutes at the top of this movement and taking your time on the way down. You don't want to rest your butt on the ground in between every repetition. You should want to just slightly tap it and explode back up. We're doing that for 60 seconds. And then we're doing our high knees. Sorry about that. So we all know our high knees. We're just going to be standing. Whether we're doing them really fast or a little bit slower, it is up to you, but we are working for 60 seconds. So try and pace yourself so you can last the full minute. So quick recap. We got our pulse squats. We're doing 3 pulses, then a full squat, and we're going for 1 full minute. Then we're doing our planks. Then we got our hip bridges, and we got our high knees. So we got 2 full rounds, 60 seconds of work per movement, and there is no rest in between movements. So we're working for 4 full minutes. All right.
Ooh.
Good luck, everyone. I salute you. Let's get started. We're going to get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're going for 3 pulses, then a full squat. Take your time on these reps. No need to rush. We are trying to make sure we last that full minute. So pace yourself. I'll be sure to give you guys a warning as to how far into each set we are. We got 30 seconds to go. $15 seconds. Oh, you're feeling that burn. You're feeling it. But let's not quit. We got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. Now we're going into our planks. No time to rest, straight into it. Great stuff, everyone. Keep up the hard work. We might be seeing that our lower body starting to sag a little bit. Let's keep that core nice and engaged. Keep that back nice and flat. We are 30 seconds in. As you can see, Trella has dropped to her forearms, which is definitely all right. She is still working, so we'll give her a pass. You can do the same as well. We got 15 seconds. Every day, yeah. Ooh, baby, I love you every day. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we are going into our hip bridge. So once again, slightly tapping the ground with our butt and then fully exploding on the way up. These ones are a little bit on the easier side, so try and get a couple extra in. Really squeezing our butt at the top of that movement. We are 30 seconds into the minute. I want to tell you I love you every day. 15 seconds to go. I want to be with you night and day. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going into our high knees. These are definitely a burner. Just try and keep your pace throughout the entire 1 minute of work. It is challenging, but we got this. Just keep it up. Just look ahead, and I'll be sure to warn you when we're at the halfway mark and 3/4 way mark. Let me turn on some better music for this. Hold on. Okay. We are 30 seconds in.
They say, oh my God, I see the way you shine. Take your hand, my dear, and place them both in mine. You know you stopped me dead when I was
15 seconds to go. Come on, let's go. Let's get it, guys. We got it, we got it, we got it. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Fantastic work, everyone. We have one more round to go. We will have a 1.5 minute rest to 2 minutes. We'll see how we're feeling, and then we'll go back at it for our second and final round. Like I said, the workout just gets harder and harder by the end, so this is the hardest part as we were preparing you for it. We didn't want to shock you.
One more round, that's it.
One more round, that's all it is.
Whew. The hip bridges are definitely the exercise where you can try and catch your breath. Everything else is tough.
I'm sweating watching you. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm getting moist. Hope everyone has enjoyed the workout so far, because I'm enjoying watching. This looks fantastic. We got about 30 seconds of rest. Charlie, think you'll be able to go in 30 seconds?
Let's go, let's get it done.
Yeah, let's get it over with. All right. I like the attitude. So once again, everyone, let's try and work for the whole minute. I know it is a long minute when you're working for that full minute, but let's try and do it. Try and pick a tempo and speed that you can sustain throughout the full duration of the set. And let's finish nice and strong. We're going to get going in 10 seconds. So get yourself mentally prepared. Grab your last sip of water. Let's do this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're doing those pulse squats. 3 pulses, then a full squat. Trello will do a repeat of your favorite song. I'm looking
Ooh,
at
okay.
it. We are halfway through the minute.
Like a Fifth Avenue diamond, and they don't make you like they used to. You're never going out of style. Ooh, pretty baby, this world might have gone crazy.
3 pulses and then a full squat. Let's do it, everyone. 15 seconds to go.
I wanna do you like Michael. I wanna kiss you like Prince. Let's get it on like Marvin, yeah, like Apple.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going into the plank. Keeping that back nice and straight. Straight up, everyone. Although I cannot see you, I bet you're working hard. Let's work hard for the next 2.5 minutes.
Anything for you to notice, all the way to serenade you. Doing it's not style.
We got 30 seconds to go.
Cadillac like a gentleman, bring it glamour back, keep it real to real in the way I feel. I could walk you down the aisle. I wanna do you like Michael. I wanna kiss you like Prince. Let's get it on like Marvin, yeah, like Apple. Write a song for you like this. You're over my head.
We got 15 seconds to go.
In the wrong time, it's like I rewind. Everything is so throwbacky. I kinda like it how you know my lead. Old school
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we are rolling over onto our backs for those hip bridges. Catch your breath on this one, but try and get a good amount of work in as well. Making sure we squeeze those glutes at the top of that movement.
baby, you're so classy. You're classy, baby, you're sick. I never met a girl like you ever till we met. A star in the 40s, center forward in the 50s. Got me tripping out like 60s. 50s, queen of the disco tech. A 70s, dreaming in 80s, best. That's for Beyonce, Mary.
We got 30 seconds to go.
You're so good over my head. Round and round, round. Thinking I was through. In the wrong time, it's not on my mind. Everything's so throwbacky. I kinda like it how you know my lead. Old school shit, like a movie star.
15 seconds.
Baby, you're so classy.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going right into those high knees.
Last minute.
Last minute. Let's finish nice and strong. Pick a speed you can go at for the full minute. Drive those knees all the way up. Let's do it, everyone.
Why you always in the mood? Rush around like I'm brand new. I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but try to play cool. Baby, I ain't playing by your rules.
Stay on the balls of your feet.
Why you always in the mood? Rush around like I'm brand new.
We are halfway through the minute.
Baby, I ain't playing by your rules. Every day look better with a view. I can never get attached.
Push it, push it, push it. We got a little bit left to go. 20 seconds.
It's not all you want from me. I just want your company.
15.
Girl, it's obvious. Elephant in the room. We're part of it. Don't act so confused.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fantastic work, everyone. That is a wrap for today's workout. Hopefully you're just as out of breath as I am watching you. Holy smokes, that was wild. Hoping everyone really enjoyed the workout. And thank you so much for joining us. Hope to see you back next week. If you have any comments, things we should change for next time, feel free to let us know. We love hearing your feedback. But if not, have a lovely day.
Oh, thanks for coming, everyone. I'm dripping sweat.
Take care, everyone. Michelle, we'll add a little bit more abs for next time. We got you.